Welcome back, folks. This is going to be part 3 of the beginner's guide to cord cutting, and in this segment we're going to be talking about the different platforms and streaming devices that you can utilize to get the most out of cord cutting. In part 1 we went over the pros and cons of becoming a cord cutter, how cord cutters save money. We also wanted to make sure that you were really ready to cut the cord. Part 2 we went over different ways you can cut the cord and its benefits. Now in part 3, we're going to talk about specifically streaming devices. So the first type of streaming device we're going to talk about is the Android TV box. And whoa, hold up, y'all feel that? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Of course, one of the biggest perks to having an Android TV box is that most of the apps that are available to you in the Google Play Store will be available to you on your Android TV box. Now keep in mind that a lot of apps in the Google Play Store are not meant for the big screen. Another pro to the Android TV box is that you have Bluetooth connectivity, and also you have media sharing and expandable memory. Now expandable memory is different from your RAM. Different Android boxes have different amounts of RAM, and also not every game can be played through any Android TV box, such as Fortnite. Fortnite won't play on any Android TV box because it requires a certain amount of RAM, so just keep that in mind. But if you're just a general straightforward cord cutter, Android TV box will do the job. Just make sure you pick the right one. So the next streaming device we're going to talk about is the Amazon Fire TV Stick. Now Amazon makes a few other devices. They also have the Fire TV Recast, which is for cord cutters, and it connects to an existing Amazon device such as the Fire TV Stick or the Fire TV Cube, which is the third device. So some of the pros of the Fire TV Stick is that it's compact, sit it behind your TV, out of sight, out of mind, and it also has some of the features that the bigger, bulkier streaming devices have. So you have Bluetooth, you are able to download tons of apps, and you are able to connect to your smart home devices or any other Amazon devices you may have, such as the Echo Dot, Echo Show, etc. Now, some of the cons of the Fire TV Stick is that the remote does not come with the capability to power your TV off and on, or to control your television's volume. You have to buy an extra accessory for that. Another con to the Fire TV Stick, and this may just be my experience, but it tends to crash at times and it'll just reboot itself. It's at times seems to be laggy if you're scrolling through the menus fast. It'll kind of freeze up. But one other pro to the Fire TV Stick is that you have a big company behind you. You're almost guaranteed to have continuous support, continuous software updates. So that's a big perk. Now the third and final streaming player I'm going to recommend is the Roku player. And if you can get it, I would say get the Roku Player Ultra. The Roku Player Ultra, to me, is one of the best, I would say the best cord cutter streaming device, because the remote control controls your TV power and your television's volume, and it's just so easy to program it. It basically does it on its own. And they also have a remote finder, so if you ever lose your remote, you press a button on your Roku Ultra box and your remote controller beep, and you can also change the type of beeps. I mean, it's just so much you can talk about with the Roku Ultra, but the basic pros of the Roku player in general is the interface. The interface is very cord cutter friendly. You have all your content right there. You can add channels in seconds. You don't have to wait for an application to download. You also have utilities. You can change your screensaver, a bunch of other stuff. You can personalize a Roku player just like you would a desktop computer or a laptop computer. So are there any cons to the Roku? I would say the only con I've experienced with Roku is that the sign up process. I did not want to enter a credit card, so I had to find a way to work around that. And It's a way around it. If you guys have any questions about it, just hit me up. But that's it, folks. If you have any questions, or if you feel like I missed out on anything, it's a lot of information I could have told you guys on all of these devices. I just tried my best to narrow it down and keep it simple. Of course, remote controls are very important. Going back to the Android streaming devices, there are plenty of different types of remotes you can get. Just like with the Amazon Fire Stick, you can purchase a separate universal remote that'll control your television. Some Android boxes come with remote controls that are able to control your television. The Android box I have, it comes with a learner remote, so you can have it learn from your existing television's remote. But what do you do if you don't have your existing television remote? So that's another story. I didn't want to get into the remote controls, but as far as connectivity, again, Roku players never lost an internet connection. Barely lags. Even when the Fire TV lags, or the Android box may lag, it never lags. But going back to Android streaming box, one perk of being able to access the Google Play Store apps is that now if you're a sports fan and you watch the NFL or MLB, basketball, hockey, you can download the Yahoo Sports app on your Android player, and you are able to watch free NFL games, free NBA games, when available. Now, all the games, they're not going to make all the games available. It's just when available. But for the most part, most of the NFL games on Monday and Thursday are going to be available on Yahoo Sports. And Amazon Fire TV and a Roku player do not have the Yahoo Sports app that allows you to watch live sports. So that's a big perk in my book for the Android streaming box. But overall, folks, I would say just get you a couple of different devices. Get you a Android streaming box, and get you maybe a Roku player or a Fire Stick. And also get you an over-the-air antenna, because most likely you're going to need that. But that's it, folks. If you have any questions, again, hit me up in the comment section. Or if you feel like I could have done anything different, hit me up. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you, and I will talk to you guys next time.